G'day guys, welcome back to another video here on the Dave Goodget FM channel. It's time for another trophy hunter video where we are attempting to win every domestic trophy in the English game. So Papa John's, Carabao Cup, FA Cup, League 2, League 1, Championship and Premier League. We're in Season 1, we're still in League 2, we started with Port Vale, so let's see how we've been getting on with the Valiants. So we have just hit the new year, Christmas has been and gone. How was it for you? Really nice few days off, good time to see family. We pushed on, we're going through, we just hit the new year, so we're going to go through the games that we've had in December, and our good run has continued. I'm not going to lie, we have had an absolutely astonishing run in December. It started off with MK Dons in the FA Cup second round. MK Dons were at the bottom of League 1, we're riding high in League 2. And as I said, it started very well. Took a little time to get going, but then on the 38th minute, Elise on loan nods one in at the far post. MK Dons wake up a little bit though, and Biddent fires one in at the near post. Keep a little bit unhappy about letting that in. But then 10 minutes into the second half, Ricky Jade Jones, using his pace, outstripped the defence, rounds the keeper, slots it home, made it 2-1. So that was the FA Cup game. Through to the third round, we've got the big boys coming up now. And we moved on, keeping this really good run going, and we were away to Bristol Rovers. Same formation, nothing's changing. The personnel is getting rotated around now. People are starting to get tired. Walls coming on the right. Wilson's coming for Ricky J. Jones. Garrity's coming in the midfield for Conlon, who's tired. Harrigan's coming for Dan Jones because he's getting really tired. So we are starting to have to rotate around now that we're not the first choice 11 all the while, but there's a lot of games in these lower leagues. And it was Bristol Rovers who took the lead on the 7th minute. Wheater with a header from 12 yards out. Took us until the 34th minute before we could finally get one back. Pet feeding Nathan Thomas, who's in for Ajibola, who is on loan. And then with barely an hour gone, Harriet with a penalty gives us a 2-1 lead. We weren't at our best, but we had more chances, we had more possession. We deserved to win, we just didn't play particularly well. The guys that have come in to replace those that are tired did not perform. Harriman 6.6, Worrell 6.6, Wilson 6.3. So yeah, these are the guys that I'm hoping can step up and carry this good form through when they're being called upon, and it just we squeaked through rather than dominated as we usually have been with this one. But we ploughed on. The unbeaten run is carried on, and up next was Newport County. We were away again. This was another tight, close game, and it took just gone the hour to make the breakthrough. Wilson on the edge of the area, receiving the ball in his feet, turning and firing one in to the top corner. That was nice, but again, people coming in and not playing well. Zuma's come in for Finley, who's tired. Finley Burns. Pet 6.3. That's becoming a recurrence average here. We need to look at that position there. Nathan Thomas this time on the left, not playing particularly well. So we had more possession, we had more chances. That doesn't change week in, week out by all accounts here. But what is happening is these players are starting to get tired and the replacements are not firing like the others used to. Sign of a good team though, that can win when not at the best. This was another one of those performances. We squeaked out a 1-0 win. After Newport County, we had Exeter at home. Exeter were languishing down in the mid-table area of the game as we approached it, but this was one where we kind of clicked again. Those that had been rested, they've come back in, and once again it was a really early goal. Gibbons on the right, who's come in, fired it over. Ricky J. Jones laid it back to Nathan Thomas, fired that one in there. 20 minutes, Harriet with another penalty. That's his 4th penalty of the season, I think. And then 34th minute, Harriet all the way over for Thomas to get his 2nd. That was 3-0. And then just before half time, Harriet again on the right, feeding over Asgard. gets the second bite of the cherry thanks to the layback from Ricky J. Jones. And that was all it took. 4 goals, all in the first half. We blew them away and were able to sit back and just take our time. People got tired. The substitutes came in and did their job. Asgard here did get injured. He is out for quite a while. He is still got another 2 to 4 months. He's torn his calf muscle during this game. So yeah, it's he's going to be a big miss because he can play anywhere across that winger, advanced playmaker, or the right wing there. He can play anywhere across there. He's going to be a big miss for us. But we ploughed on. This is one where we were back to our best, dominating the teams, dominating the possession, and firing off at really early goals. After Exeter, we were still in league action. This time it was Forest Green. Now at this point we had come 19 games in a row unbeaten. Forest Green sitting in second place. We could really put a marker down here, extend our league at the top, and hope that we can push on and make it better. And as you'd expect from a first versus second, it was a very close game. We were at home, and second minute penalty, Harriott, that's his 5th. But on 18 minutes, Forest Green came back at us. Richardson dinking one over, and Matt in the middle, nodding that home. That's how it stayed until deep into the second half. Johan Zuma at the far post, then Dan Jones back from being rested all the way over and being nodded in there, and then Adozie pulling it back to Pett playing it around to Burn, and Zuma, who had been up for a throw-in, stayed up there, fired it in. We were a lot more comfortable than the scoreline suggests there, the scoreline suggests that we were more comfortable than we actually were. Forest Green pushes to the end. It's only really, we scored 67th, 79th and 91st minute. That second half there was where we really pushed through with it. Goals in the second half from Zuma, Elise and Zuma again. So the defence really coming to the rescue there. So that was really good. That was how we saw off Forest Green, made it 20 games in a row unbeaten in the league. After Forest Green, we were at home. It was Salford, and this was very much a case of after the Lord Mayor's show comes the horse's truck before the manure. We were terrible. We had 3 shots. We didn't have a single shot on target. The only people who played well were the defence and the defensive players who kept that clean sheet for us. It finished 0-0, but by far our worst performance of the season. But we didn't lose. We kept it at 0-0. We got a point. This was most definitely a point gained rather than 2 lost, considering our performance. So we trundled on. Again, we're getting closer and closer. That was the Salford was the Boxing Day fixture, and then on the 29th we had Rochdale. Rochdale away. We'd already seen them off in the Papa John's Trophy, and this was one where, because the last performance was so out of character for us, this was really pleasing to see us get back on the saddle and back into action. And it started early doors again. 8th minute, Harriott firing it over, Thomas pulling it back, and Ricky J. Jones unmarked on the 6-yard line firing that in. Rochdale came to play though. 27th minute, Cashman pulled them level. I was there wondering what was going to happen. Half hour though, Nathan Thomas nods in, deep free kick. Rochdale weren't finished though. 53 minutes, put it level from the spot, but then we sort of took over. Ricky J. Jones on the 75th minute getting his second, and then on the 89th minute, Edozie streaming forward, picking out Jones's run, and an emphatic finish for his hat-trick and a 4-2 victory. He has been absolutely phenomenal for us this season, Ricky J. Jones. Rochdale, they were plucky. They did well. They pulled us back to level twice, once from the spot. But at the end of the day, despite going down to 10 men with 5 minutes to go, we still managed to pull that that fourth goal out, just to make it a little bit more comfortable at the end there. And that's where it lays for December. Like I said, we have been on some scintillating form. Unbeaten since we lost against Carlisle. I've lost where I was now. Carlisle sitting in 10th. They're the only team that beats us in the league. Played 26, won 17, drawn 8, lost 1. As far as goals come, Harriet is our leading goal scorer in the league, at least. He's got 11 in the league forward, joint third. Ricky J. Jones is tying him up in there. Ricky J. Jones overall goals though, he's on 21 in 28 appearances. He's got 4 in 2 Papa John games. He's got 3 in 2 FA Cup games and 3 in 3 Carabao Cup that we're out of now, obviously. He has been really, really good for us on loan. As soon as we get the opportunity, I'm going to try and get him tied down to a loan for next season. I appreciate, hopefully we'll be in League One. Hopefully we'll be League One as champions and one of those little trophies ticked off. But he has been fantastic and one that I really hope that we can tie down to. Transfer window's open now. We need some improvements. We need another decent attacking midfielder. That Asgard's out for 4 months, so he's going to be out until April, the tail end of the season. So I need someone who's going to step in, fill those boots of that attacking midfielder and give the chances and feed the chances for Ricky J. Jones. Okay, well that's where we lie. That's how it ends at this season. We've finished the calendar year of the first season. We're doing really well. We're on track for the first trophy in the Trophy Hunter season. In fact, we're on track for 2 because we're still in the Papa Johns as well. That's it for this video. As always, guys, please hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. Join me over on Twitch. I'm on Dave Gudger FM on Twitch, where I've currently got an unemployed to journeyman season where we're in Uruguay at the moment, and it's going really, really well. I normally stream weekends, but also every now and again in the week. Just keep an eye, follow me on there, get the notifications on Twitch up. You'll see when I come online. I've been Dave. This has been the English Trophy Hunter video, and I'll catch you next time.